Hey, everybody. Hey, Deb, Vicky, Julia, Andrew. What's going on? Hello, Jade. How's everybody doing tonight? Hey, Robert. Hey, Margaret. What's up, Nick? How we doing? Hello, Amy. Sarah, hello. Chris Rodriguez. How we doing? Kathy from the UK, I presume. What is up? And I appreciate everybody who's come in here to like this video when you're coming in. And if you can share it out to your pages to anyone that wants to come in while I do this for about an hour or so. I wanted to come on here and do a little Q&A for a little while and then give you another reminder of what's coming up in this crazy almost 2 weeks of paranormal stuff. I'm going to be live streaming in Ohio. And if you want to share it out, all you have to do is leave the chat and share it out to social media, whatever it is, tweet, Facebook, and so forth. Oops. Okay. Hey, Nancy. Yeah, it took me a long time to do that Waverly video, guys. Hey, okay, Kathy. Uh, um, it took me like 16, 17 hours to go through that. It was over 6 hours of footage. Hey, Jeff. Um, there was a lot of stuff I didn't realize was in there. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. That was like a full on almost hour um, of what went on. And I know that you guys didn't get to witness what happened with Eric and I in the death tunnel because I had no service down there. So I filmed it with my normal phone, and it was hella creepy. I mean, did you guys the that I heard in my ear, and I jumped back and I hit the wire, and you hear it on the video. Um, it was creepy as hell. And then the EVPs and like the light anomalies, the one that latched onto Miranda's waist and sat there for like 3 seconds and then flew off. Never even seen spirit energy do such a thing. Nice. Yeah, the EVPs were nuts. Hello, LR. So I was excited to get that done. I felt like I accomplished that before leaving for this trip. Um, that was all live recorded on Periscope. So I extracted all of it from Periscope, and then the Death Tunnel I filmed with my phone, which no one actually got to watch. But there's a lot of stuff you end up missing from the live investigations, and I listen in for a little live EVPs that are disembodied voices from the raw audio to what we were listening to, and try to isolate it, remove some noise, and label it. Put so you guys can kind of hear it as clear as possible. Put some creepy music behind it, and try to enjoy. Like, I'm getting better at it. That was the beginning of the summer, and I realized I also have to show myself during these investigations. Like, you know, it's like you're just seeing it through my eyes. But um, no, I don't think you can have people call in. I think you have to have like a plug-in or something separately. But for now, gonna do this. Thanks, Alfred. The death shoot was really creepy. Yeah, I agree. And it reeked of piss. It was just gross in the middle. Hey, Rhonda. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, yeah, it's a really messed up place. It's now looking back, it was just, wow, there was so much that was going on. Haunted by Haunted. What is going on? Janine, thank you. Appreciate it. Glad you enjoyed that. That was probably the longest one I've put out so far. And I have still Bobby Mackey's that we did over the summer. I have the cave. We did a haunted cave in Kentucky that I wasn't able to stream that because there's no service. So that'll be a cool little video. And then some of the other places that I went over the summer, and there was a shit ton of places that I went to September and October. Yeah, I bet that is Jeff for sure. So it's time consuming, but when you sit there and you realize you caught something that wasn't there before, you realize it's exciting, and putting something together. And yeah, that was the third time I've been to Bobby Mackey's. Yes, I appreciate everyone who shares this out video. Anyone who wants to come in and discuss the paranormal for a little while while I'm doing this. Um, yeah, the first time I came back from Bobby Mackey's when I got oppressed for the first time. Um, but yeah, that was definitely tripped out, Robert. Sounds exactly like him. So I'm starting to head out to Ohio tomorrow. It's an 8-hour drive for me. So um, I might just relax tomorrow night because I'm doing 11 days of live investigating in a row. You guys are going to be able to enjoy a plethora of paranormal investigation live as we're living in the Bel Air house for 7 nights, 7 days and nights in the Bel Air house. Um, and so the second location we're going to, thank you, Do It Guy. Thank you so much, man. Really appreciate it. Beef and cheese. Yeah, bro. This will all be on YouTube. I only jump on Scope to remind you guys, and I appreciate anyone to get this out to people who might be interested in my channel, as I will be doing live investigations and posting edited content and stuff about music and things like that. So the second location that we're doing 4 days in a row, I just made a poster for it. It's personal to me, and for some of you guys that know, um, it's having to do with my first book, um, with the evil Dr. Mason that is pissed off at me because I crossed over 2 women into the light, and where I had the horn thing come at me and said there are rules. I had red marks show up on my wrists and my feet. And ever since then, this man has wanted to retaliate against me for this. And I think, well, I know he's been lingering around and trying to sabotage and, influence, just cause chaos in my personal life or relationships to some degree, and he needs to fucking go. So the plan is to investigate it for a few days, and on the last day, I'm going to perform the exorcism ritual on the house, and we will film all of it. And there was a lot of stuff that happened the last time I was there with Dave and I 5 years ago. Waking up with my rosary beads on the other side of the bed, upside down, the smell of, just pure shit, manure out of nowhere, nasty, evil responses. Um, who knows what's going to happen going back to this place? I so it's going to be crazy because I'm returning to the scene of something that's to a spirit that's been the most relentless, that's stuck around for the longest for me. 5 years, wanting to take revenge for something I believe that I did was right. Um, Trying to help a soul, but I mean, I can't have that floating around me and trying to mess with my personal life, and just having it linger around, waiting for any opportunity to do so. Actually, it's something that I didn't know that Ralph actually made me aware of. That back in the day, the Warrens, the team on the Warrens and Ralph and all them, every 6 months they would go up to Bishop McKenna, and they would have the minor rite of exorcism read over them because of all the creepy places and cases that they would go on. So I had talked to Ralph, and he's going to read the minor rite of exorcism over me, just an extra thing of cleansing. I'm going to see if I can document that, or I'll talk about it, but we're going to document this whole thing because I need this spirit to get away and not mess with me. Like, I'm good now, but like, it's just, I can't have something. It's not like it's attached to me per se, but it wants to linger around and try to, influence and cause negativity around me in little ways and things like that. And it's a very unique, crazy story, and this needs to come to an end. Yeah, Saturn's a wreck to another messed up place I've been. I wrote about that in my first book. Yes, I appreciate it. Um, but we'll see what happens. So it's going to be pretty intense. Like I said, 7 days in a row at Bel Air and then 4 there. So hello, Jennifer. Thank you, Deb. I wonder if I can do that from here. Nope, can't do it. Okay, I'll learn. Hey, Jennifer. Doing well. How about yourself? Thank you, Sarah. Um, Yes, I have something, a video I will be making regarding one of the demons from the real story from The Devil in Connecticut, which will be the inspiration for The Conjuring 3. I know some of you guys know it followed me ever since I went to Brookfield over the summer, and I'll be putting together the whole thing of what happened to me and how it followed me, and the references to this thing known as the Beast is what the boy David would call it, and it followed me and referenced around for a while. I'm going to talk about that and how I was, you know, by the well where the boy, believed it was, uh, going back to after they would exercise and send it back. It would go back to this well in this rental property that they were originally living on. But that'll be one of the videos I'll put together and talking about it because it definitely followed me home and had some weird things happen. So, and again, appreciate anyone who can share this out on social media. Leave the chat for a second and share it on your pages. Yeah, no, I hear you. When you're living in a property, you can definitely mess things up. Appreciate if you're just liking this video, guys. If you're coming in, like the video. It helps. I'm just trying to get this out. I had, worked so hard on Periscope for so many years, and I got to kind of like start from scratch. So I appreciate everyone trying to help me with that process. Thank you, Rhonda. Appreciate it. You too. Have a good night. Um, and appreciate everyone who's donated towards this trip. It's going to be a pretty pricey trip. Anyone who wants to donate, you can do my PayPal, um, which is, if you want, Deb, you want to post the link again. I think it's just paypal.me, Sean D. Austin. Otherwise, you can do it through here. I'll figure that out. I'm trying to figure out YouTube a little bit. I have to figure out how to pin like a comment where people can donate towards the trip. You guys are going to be entertained. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on. Laura, I don't know where the like button is from the chat, actually. Everything's going fine so far with the mother. I haven't heard anything. I told her that she needs to get her children baptized because that's an extra layer of protection. Thank you, Nick. Appreciate it. I know that the kid was like scared because he's been scared so many times in the room, thinking that was still there, but she was trying to tell him it's not. But I haven't heard anything since, so that's a good thing. At the Bel Air house, that's crazy. I've been to the Bel Air house a couple times, and it can be very creepy, for sure. Hit the X in the corner, and you'll see. Thank you, Deb. Okay, so if you leave the chat for a moment, you can click the like button. I guess it's like on the overall video. Yeah, appreciate it. So it's going to be intense, guys. It's going to be another wild adventure, and I'm glad that you guys will be coming along with me and experiencing some of this stuff. curious to know what's going to go on. And obviously, the last half of it, um, it's personal for me, and I'm going to be facing this piece of shit that he was in life and still is after death. And I do believe that there's a demonic entity actually influencing and around this man's spirit. Hello, Jacqueline. Hey, Mandy. Nice to have you. It is, Deb. It's going to be. It definitely will be. I don't need any help. I don't need any help from any, I go on cases myself. The thing is that, it's a different ball game. It's one thing to actually go into, um, no problem, Laura. Um, there's one thing to talk about um, going into homes and trying to help families that are dealing with dark forces, spiritual beings, malevolent, you know, spiritual energies, demonic things. Uh, these are souls that the devil is trying to get. Now you think about these two women that were trapped in some sort of dimension, still being tortured and trapped by this evil man and something demonic, not letting them leave. And I come along, and somehow these at least two women, from what I understand, what I've been told, what I've experienced up to this point, I helped into the light and pissed these things off. And that's why that demonic thing with the horns came to me and said, there are rules. Taking a soul away from the devil that had a human soul, that the devil had suffering already, not even in human form, I think is taking things to a whole new level of what you might have to deal with when it comes to potential retaliation from evil spirits. And this spirit has been the most relentless, so obsessed with retaliation against me for the last 5 years. and I hear him say things to me on and off and come through on investigations, and I just, it needs to stop. It needs to go. Um, yeah. It's kind of a unique situation. The thing is that I at this house where it took place, it was right around the time months before I was just going on cases with Ralph. I was learning about demonology. We had just the Demon Files was airing on Destination America, and right in that month when I was there, it was right when I started periscoping in November 2015. And I, all I did was throw some holy water around the basement and probably pissed it off. And ever since then, it's been pissed off at me. I need to go there and do a proper, you know, exorcism ritual on the place, to hopefully end this from where it began. I'm not scared. No, it's like something I need to take care of. It needs to go. So, but anyways, again, thank you guys as always all for the support. Anyone who wants to donate towards this trip, much appreciative. And yeah, so if you guys have any questions for me, I don't want to just make it all about the upcoming trip, unless you want to ask me something about it. Um, yeah, I know. I was watching a bunch of old hauntings on Discovery Plus. Um, if you guys want to ask whatever questions you want to ask regarding the paranormal, or if you're um, you can donate through here on YouTube or my PayPal, um, which is Sean D. Austin. Deb will post the link again. I'm still learning how to use YouTube. So, or my Facebook, facebook.com/Sean D. Austin, SEAN. D is in David, AUSTIN. I'm out of room for friends, but I can still Thank you, Deb. That's the link. PayPal.me/Sean D. Austin. You're physically drained after 3 nights at the Bella House. You can be draining at places that are oppressive for sure. Thank you, Susan. Definitely Pemberley. Nice. Yeah, I'm getting used to it. I had a lot of bigger following on there. So Paranormal Activity too. I haven't seen that in a while. Hello, Sarah. How are you? Yeah, it is a marathon, but think about what I did in September and October. What I did 7 days in a row. 7 different haunted locations, 7 days in a row. Each place was 5 to 10 hours. Hey, Janine, you too. From each location, we run and gunned. We would investigate till 4 and 5 in the morning. Go to the hotel, ask for a late checkout, wake up, and then get in the car, drive for hours and hours and hours, and then go straight to the location again, do it all over again, and then do it again in the morning, over and over again. And then I came back, and I was home for a day, and then I went up to the Hinsdale house, and then I was um, randomly in Maine investigating more. So I'll be careful. And all those crazy places that we went, we'll be getting through those pieces of footage and editing them down like I did with the Waverly Hills thing. Yes, I was just back at Hinsdale. I think it was my third or fourth time at the Hinsdale house. Haunted Hangover. I know it oh so well. It was. I mean, we went to castles, haunted mansions, caves, haunted bars. I mean, I feel lucky to be able to have gone to many places, especially during the current environment of our planet, over the summer and up into still to this point right now. Yep, no Daniel Well. Good guy. I will be selling shirts soon. I kind of got tied up. I will have signed pictures and shirts on my website sometime when I get back, maybe within a week or two after I get back in February. They are getting rid of Periscope, so I'm trying to bring everybody over here. Make sure if you're subscribed in here, notifications are turned on. Otherwise, you will not know when I'm going live. I try to share it on all my social media. So make sure you're following me. Um, yes, the castle was amazing. Make sure you're following me on my social media, on my Instagram, Sean D. Austin, same as Twitter, Sean D. Austin. Hello from Indonesia. Thank you. Najla, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Apologize if I haven't. Yes, they already started static cams at Beller House last night. My name and Dave's name both were said. Oh, wow. Nancy, I didn't know this. Oh, awesome. Yeah, they started doing live cams there last night, and it's on Spirit Realm Network, I believe, on Facebook. So you'll be able to watch on and off from there, and our live feeds from me, Eric, and Dave. There's a little bell icon, Laura. Um, like when you subscribe, there should be a little icon. Make sure it's clicked. Yes, Brent, that is where I'm going. The original guy was called the Captain, the evil doctor, Freemason. Looks like Dave's and my name's already coming through. Not surprising. Usually is the case, Janine. You keep seeing something when you're dozing off of an Asian entity. It feels dark, so you feel like an oppressive, like negative feeling associated with it. It it's 5 years now since I've been there. If you're feeling a negative oppressive feeling, I don't think that would be a trick from a spirit that would be nice or good. That's your natural intuitive ability. You should be picking up on that. So that could be something that it's making you feel, it's projecting onto you. And again, when you're in bed, when you're sleeping, you're in a meditative state, your subconscious mind is fully awake, your rational mind is fully asleep. These spirits know this bracket of time. They will take advantage of it, and they will want to influence or try to get their, you know, answer from you, what they're looking for. They want to communicate with you for good reasons, for desperate reasons, or bad and evil reasons. So it's all over the map. It's something to be aware of, um, if that helps. I've been woken up by many creepy things over the years. I wake up and throw holy water all over the place or say, in the name of Jesus Christ, I revoke your permission to be here. Get the heck out. So, yeah, it'll frighten me, startle me for a second because I'm not prepared for it. But I've seen something very similar too, Sarah. Gowanda, New York. Sounds interesting. Thank you, Deb. When you subscribe, tap the bell. You will see quotation marks around the bell. Thank you so much, Deb. Hello, Jen. Jenna. How are you? Good to see you as well. Oh, cool. I'll have to check it out. Yes, appreciate everyone who's coming in. If you're just coming in, just like this video. I guess you have to leave the chat to like the video. It just helps these videos, the algorithm shit that goes on. Thank you, Jen. Spirits can be attracted to you for specific reasons, many different reasons. Yes, it's Sean D. Austin at Instagram, no space. Yes, Jennifer, follow me on there. I put all. I'm gonna be what basically what I'm gonna do. Um, what I'm gonna do is like every big investigation I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make a poster about every big investigation, and I'm gonna post it on my social media. So definitely follow me on Instagram because I will do that just to give a little reminder and just to have it there in your face to be aware of it, and then post the links when I go live. Obviously, the Bel Air House is going to be day one, day two, day three, day fourth, and so on. So, but and it's there's some really good pluses about doing the YouTube thing. So nice, Jen. Yeah, I hope so. I just want to catch up with subscribers because I had 21,000 on my Periscope and used it for 5 years, and now I got to start over because not everyone you're going to snag. Um, Only some of you guys. I will definitely be getting sleep. I'm sure there's a lot of haunted stuff up there. If you want to donate on Facebook, it's facebook.com/Sean D. Austin. Jen, if you want to get my second book and get a signed copy, you go to my website, Sean D. Austin, as per everything else. And if you live in the US, I can mail out you out a signed book. Graveyard Shift. Nice. In Ireland. Um, yeah, I just mailed out a couple more books today before I'm leaving because I'm going to be gone for like a week and a half. Yes, I have been, Deb. I just did today. I just made a screenshot. Yeah. Again, appreciate everyone who shares my channel out to people that are interested in this stuff, because I will be doing a lot of live investigations and edited content of the investigations I do, um, to go over evidence. And yeah, thanks so much. It costs so much money, Sarah. I felt bad people having to pay more money for the shipping than it is for the book. It's hard to calculate the exact shipping. And it's pretty pricey. Sounds good, Ghost Whispers Paranormal. Have a good night. I would love to be in Ireland and investigating castles. I mean, when our planet goes back to normal, never know one day. Witch's Grave. Nice. Interesting. Yeah. All that Europe stuff is loaded, loaded with history and hauntings. Oh, nice. Thank you, Aaron. I think the quality of video is a little bit better on here than Periscope too. And like I said before, if I lose service on YouTube, the circle just spins, and then when it picks up again, it'll start. So I don't have to start a new stream, and I would have to do that over and over again on Periscope. Nice. Oh yeah, England, Ireland, absolutely. Thank you so much, Sarah. Appreciate that. You lived in Germany for 3 years. That's amazing, Laura. I'm sure that was an amazing experience. There is no more Ghost Loop, Jennifer. I'm working on other potential projects, though. Yes, to send donations, the easiest way, paypal.me/Sean D. Austin. YouTube takes 30%. The lovely super chats, but I don't care. I mean, like, I'm just appreciative of anyone supporting any way you want. I really don't care. Much appreciative. Um, it helps with these trips. They can get really pricey, and I want to make sure that you guys enjoy and experience this stuff live while it's happening. And it's a wild adventure. It's great for all of us. No worries, Sarah. Thank you so much. Um, yeah, but I'm really stoked. Nice, Vicky. I have to check it out. I'm really excited for you guys to come along. Another crazy adventure. There've been quite a few from the summer up until now. I mean, September, October is really wild, and psyched to be out there again with Dave and Eric. Some kind of crazy, wild, surreal, spiritual things go on. Yeah, I don't care. It's all good, Nick. I mean, it's like iTunes. Like people download my song, and they take 30 cents out of the dollar. Is there anything bothering me? No, no. I've been packing today and um, charging my batteries. Um, I'm probably gonna leave around 11 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. It's an 8-hour drive, and just get settled. So this way, Thursday, the entire day, I can start streaming during the day for you guys, and get ready for the first night. When Dave gets there at night, Eric will be there on the 15th, and then Eric and I will be there for the rest of the entire week. Dave's gonna leave on Sunday, and then come back for the last 2 nights in Bel Air, and then we're off to the Mason house for the last 4 days. It's gonna be one hell of a trip. Very cool, Mike. Yeah, Sarah, that was wild. That was unique and a positive experience. I'm not. They got strict rules. I can't like edit down that video. They wanted hundreds of dollars more um, to produce the investigation there, so I won't be able to post that. But maybe I'll make a video just about going there, what happened in my car, for YouTube, because I thought that was pretty amazing. It's a positive, good thing. Be a nice, easy video to put up too. Because it was like a 15 minutes scope. Because I kept getting tapped in the car, and it was just wow. Yeah, thank you, Anne. Luckily, we're indoors though. On top of it, it's all in Ohio, Jacqueline. Never done a ship before. I don't think actually. Oh yeah, definitely, bro. I'd love to hit up Ireland. Yeah, would be amazing one day. Yeah, and I know I spell it Irish too, Sean. Since I know there's a couple of ways you can spell it. To be honest with you, Vicky, I kind of forget. I haven't been there in so many years. There's a lot of different histories, but I'm pretty sure there's some deaths. There may be a suicide. There's caves up the hill. Um, I know Kristen, the owner, the first book she wrote about it, she called it a portal to hell. It's been on many TV shows, Paranormal Lockdown, other shows as well. Yes, Irish definitely in the family. Indeed, Nick. Yeah, I'll have Kristen tell you guys the whole history of the house. She's another plethora of knowledge because she owns the place for so many years. She'll tell you the whole story. Really, she's really nice. She's also a psychic. Never been to New Mexico. No. Have a good night, Aaron. Hello, Bill. I've heard, Aaron. Have a good night, Susan. Never been to Germany. No, I've never left the country and done investigating. Hello from Lubbock, Kid Manning. The creepy outbuilding. What do you mean creepy outbuilding? I would investigate anywhere, Sarah, that's allegedly haunted. I mean, there's no limits to places where I would go to try to communicate. Hello, Veronica. Welcome. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Um, I'm going to start posting a lot of content to this. I was originally live streaming on Periscope for 5 years. And I've been slowly taking investigations from Periscope I live streamed and editing them down to reviewed content like I did with Waverly that I posted last night, which I will be doing for all the investigations leading up from this summer in the fall. Quite a few crazy places that have been crazy things went on. And I'll be doing that on top of these live investigations that I will continuously do on this YouTube channel. So glad to have you here. And we got one hell of a paranormal trip coming up here. 11 days in a row, live investigating, living in a haunted house. 7 days in a row, notoriously haunted house, been on many TV shows, and then returning to another evil, creepy place for 4 days straight. And I'll be performing an exorcism ritual on the house because it's having to do with something with my story. No, never done anything out of the country, bud. You need some help with? That's why I missed the feature on Periscope because people could actually call in. I could hear your voice and you can actually chat rather than trying to fit something in a quick chat box. That would be an awesome feature that YouTube could add. Angie, yeah. Yeah. I was like, hey, girls, I got this room here. Foreman brothers have been here. I don't know who that is. Sorry to hear that you're still experiencing stuff. Be more than welcome if you want to email me and write it out. Sean D. Austin at Gmail or Sean Austin's music at Gmail. SEANAUSTINS music, which is linked to this YouTube channel. And again, make sure if you're not to get all updates too as well. Follow me on Instagram, Sean D Austin at Instagram, SEAN D as in David, AUSTIN. Awesome, Jennifer. Thank you. You'll see a lot of updates of everything I'm doing on there because I'll be making posters for every investigation. And also, if you're just coming in right now, appreciate if you can like this video. It helps the videos spread out and get out there to other fellow peeps. Well, we were in the death chute, went all the way to the bottom. She was freaked out. It was kind of comical to me because I knew that the girls would be creeped out in that room, and Miranda's like really creeped out when it like made like a loud voice noise, and I did a close up on her face because it was pretty hilarious. I was giggling to myself when I was reviewing. I'm like, this is too funny. I have to leave it in there because she was like legitimately freaked out. But it's funny. See, once she was in there, I'm like, all right, you want to leave now? She's like, no, I'm good. And then she stayed there in there with Krista. So, I mean, they haven't done that many investigations. I mean, it's fun to play around with some of the people. They're a really nice group of people from Maine. Howie and David and Krista and Miranda. All right, Deb. Thank you, Deb. Sounds good. No problem, Veronica. Sure. Yeah, you can tag me on Instagram, Twitter, whatever. Absolutely. Yeah, hopefully so, Nancy. Yeah, trying to get. I just crossed 6,000 subscribers, so appreciate everyone who's been helping getting up there. Now, like to get up there towards the double digits, which would be phenomenal. So appreciate everyone's help to get there. It was funny, Angie. That's why I did it. Also, the ghost singing along with me, I thought was really crazy. That was a first for me. Singing with me, though I've heard spirits sing before, but actually singing with me, an octave below. It was quite funny. Yeah, thank you everyone who's been sharing this out. I will be doing these little Q&As when I have time to. I did a lot of them on Periscope, and if you're only from here from YouTube, it's something I like to do for people, share my knowledge, my experiences, and questions that you guys have about the paranormal and things that go on, bump in the night. So, yeah, the singing was pretty clear. Thank you, Veronica. I appreciate that. Um, you can make a story on YouTube um, to do that. Facebook.com/Sean D. Austin is my Facebook page if you want to message me on there. Thank you, Sarah. Really appreciate that. Really, thank you. Seriously. Thank you, everyone, for trying to help me. It sucks because I'm going to lose, thousands from Periscope. So, thank you, Pemberley. Appreciate that. Hello, hello. Amned Paranormal. You're not late. It's all good. Thank you, Anne. I would love to be back on TV, um, doing what I'm passionate about doing. Um, helping people. Thank you, Sarah. That's really nice of you to say. Thank you, Sarah. Yeah, any help I can get from any of you guys to get my channel out there to have people subscribe, seriously, thoroughly, genuinely, infinitely, thank you. Yes. Well, I want to answer everyone's questions. That's why I do these Q&As with the paranormal stuff a lot. So you can kind of see how I work, how I investigate, how I approach the paranormal, share your experiences. I share my knowledge, and then you watch, the investigations live, and then you can see the edited ones down as well. And there's a lot of evidence, like I said, that you realize you missed when you go back. Hey, Lori, Glitter. Thank you so much, M. Ned Paranormal. Same to you, Jennifer. Yeah, and I'll continue to do that. Thank you, Vicky. But pretty packed up. Hopefully get some good rest tonight. Hey, Monica, how you doing? I wish I could bring some of you guys on and let you speak like I did on Periscope, but this will be the thing for now. I did hit 6K. Yeah, so appreciate it. Let's get it up to those double digits. 10,000 is the next goal. you know, I probably should have been using YouTube for the last few years. Yeah, I have medium abilities. I hear, I see images. I hear spirits talk. I see balls of light around people or investigations locations. I've had premonitions and psychic smells, psychic tastes, um, psychometry, uh, feeling an object, knowing if it has energy attached to it. It's a little bit all over the map. I'm not like one of those that are predicting a lot of future events, but I have predicted a couple things, dreams and things like that. But it's more on the medium side of spectrum of the abilities. And I've only known and been aware of it over the last decade that I've had the abilities. I've practiced read on people. Um, it's not something I figured I'd be lining up people to charge them to read. I wanted to help out in cases. I've practiced on friends and a couple of people here and there. But yeah, I've done it before. Plenty of creepy places. Sometimes you don't pick up a lot, and then sometimes it's really intense for me. It's like it'll be quiet, but it's also hard to sometimes, like when I'm live investigating, I'm holding the camera, I'm looking at the chat, and s- sometimes you got to concentrate to like really tap in. Um, with so much going on, but it comes in waves. It'll be really strong and crazy, and then it'll be light and won't be much. I mean, depends. But I mean, that's how paranormal activity, you know, acts as well. One night it's insane and very, very active, and another night it's very quiet. So, my old pets have visited me. I've had some interesting pet experiences. I actually had a really positive, cool experience with my old dog. Actually lives with my dad now, Seamus. The dog was laying in the bed, and I had a vision that I saw the dog running on a field, um, and I saw Seamus come up to stop before a cliff, backed up, and then ran to go jump off this big cliff, like a big hill. And as soon as he, um, extended his legs in the vision, his leg extended in the bed and hit my leg and woke me up. And I looked at the dog, and he was running, dreaming in the bed with me. So I was watching my dog astral project. It is one of the very unique pet experiences that I've had, and it wasn't that long, like within the last year or so. My old dogs jumped in the bed with me. I felt it licking in my face. I've seen one of my old dogs with my grandfather, who I've never met in person. Yeah, that was a really cool experience. It's nice to have those positive, good ones after a while. I've had angels visit with me. I pray to Archangel Michael every day and my guardian angels. I know that there's angels around me that protect me. Um, it's not like I speak to angels, but you know, I mean, they have before. I've angels have come to me and said stuff to me, try to guide me. Yeah, astral projection, very fascinating subject. I read a whole book about it and wrote a chapter about it in my first book, Shadow Chaser. If you haven't read it, animals definitely have souls, dogs especially. Have a good night, Nancy. Feel better. I don't know why people say pets don't. I mean, you know, you got to base a lot of the skepticism on their firsthand experience. I would say that people who are skeptical really need to know, what are they basing it on? Just things that they've been taught. People like myself who are legitimately involved in the paranormal field, we base it off firsthand experiences. If you don't have a rational explanation why an event took place that you consider paranormal, that's why we call it the unexplained. And if a skeptical person or whatever had this experience, they'd be scratching their head about it as well. That's why I tell people like that all the time. Um, and that experience I just had with my dog I told you about is one of those things. All right, Veronica. Yeah, I'll check it out after this video. Thank you. Archangel Michael's the main angel that goes up against evil, and he's the main dude when it comes to the archangels. I wear this around my neck everywhere I go. It took me a while to find the nicest Archangel Michael pendant. It's been blessed by the relic of the true cross Jesus was crucified on, which makes it a third class relic. Um, and this gets referenced a lot. If you guys have been watching my live streams on Periscope, it'll say pendant, he's protected. It also said it on the show on Travel Channel, Ghost Loop, quite a few times, though they took it out. Um, but like I said, it happens all the time live. So no editing in my favor. I don't need editing in my favor. Things just happen anyways. But it gets mentioned a lot, and it gives validation to something protecting me. to some degree, which is a good thing. Thank you, Veronica. Appreciate that. Yeah, definitely. I all about Archangel Michael, man. Especially the line of work I'm doing, dealing with demons and evil spirits. Well, that's funny you should say that, Veronica. I'm dealing with a spirit that's followed me for 5 years too. Pissed off because I crossed over two women that he had trapped, relentless and stuff. It just depends on the situation. It depends on what took place, how the spirit was invited to be, you know, around you, attached to you, why, what gained its entrance and permission to do so. It depends on the individuality of the situation. Now, how to approach it and how to have the best chance to get rid of it and displace it back to where it belongs. Did you move into a house where things were going on? Because that's the same thing as an invitation. So if you go into a house and you live in a house where the invitation was open and started, then it's the same thing. You also could be sensitive, and spirits could latch onto you somewhere because they are attracted to that type of aura, because then they have a better chance to influence you, communicate with you in any way, whatever the purpose of the individual spirit and energy that it's emitting consciously and energetically. Thank you, Amned Paranormal. Appreciate that. Did you guys see that part in the Waverly when the spirits said, Sean, let them out, and then I prayed for them, which happens sometimes too. The spirits are like, they know what I do. They know I pray for spirits all the time, and they ask for help. Actually, funny, just thought about Bel Air House. The last time I think I was there, I was in the attic, and I was periscoping, and the spirits came through on the spirit box and said my entire address. I literally shut off the periscope and I had to turn off. I had to delete the scope. Like it just fucking said my address. Hilarious. I just remember that. Ridiculous. Some are, Anne. I believe that. Evil's definitely real. You can know that evil's even real just seeing what man can do on this planet. So, but there's a spiritual evil that lives in the shadows as well. But if you know evil exists, you know good exists. So even though we might be surrounded by things that are not good, there's a goodness there. There's light in the darkest of moments that we can experience. I bet, Veronica. Sorry to hear that. Where are you located, Veronica? Oh wow. Yeah, Illinois got loaded haunts going on. Absolutely, Sarah. Definitely. Jesus had any abilities you could think of. Definitely. Okay. I don't recall who the Foreman brothers are actually. Homemade biscuits. Nice. How we doing? Homemade biscuits sounds pretty good. When you're a kid, yeah, when you're a kid, when you're growing up, you're in an impressionable stage and you're completely open and not affected um, by the rational perspectives. Yet, spirits will gravitate towards children because they're fresh from the spirit realm. Do I still get cold chills? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Crazy things can happen. You definitely get the chills. I'm sure. That's really bad, Veronica. Sorry to hear that. Was your place blessed? I mean, I've never started trying to pick up psychic stuff from people in the chat before. I've never done that. So it's been blessed. I mean, did they ever do the exorcism ritual at the house? Okay. Well, I do a blessing on the home if it's human spirits, and I do an exorcism ritual if there's something demonic truly going on. So it depends what's going on. But there's a lot of factors that come into play too. Obviously, I approach it from a Catholic spiritual religious way. I was mentored by Ralph Sarchi um, when it comes to demonology. So that's the way I was taught um, how to approach these cases. Um, I don't judge anyone who has different belief system, but even Bishop McKenna would actually he'd actually help anybody. Didn't matter what religion they were. They're willing to listen and have them pray over, which is a great thing. And I'm the same way. I'm willing to help anybody that's willing to do whatever it takes to get help. Oh, geez. Hmm. Yeah, sorry to hear that, Veronica. I'll check what you tagged me, like in the post, and can hear about more about what's been going on and what's been done. Oh, wow, Monica. Sleep is important, Sarah. So I'm hoping to get some good sleep tonight. I did do a nice workout tonight because I'm like, it's gonna be the last time I'll be able to go to the gym for almost 2 weeks. I've been so good with the gym, but I've been here in Connecticut for a while. I haven't taken any trips, but just work. It's like gym, work on videos, gym, work on videos, pretty much. So 5 a.m. Holy crap! Get some rest, Sarah. Have a good night, you too. God bless you. Thank you. Intent is one of the most important things involved in paranormal. 100%. Yep, delivers Mule. It's a great flick. Oh, I see, Sarah. I live in Connecticut currently. Hello, Paranormal Explorer. I bet, Sarah. Sounds like a blast. There's a lot of heavy energy this year. I definitely agree with that. Oh, oh dear. What's my favorite song? One of my favorite songs of all time is "Release" by Pearl Jam. Pearl Jam is the reason why I started becoming a singer and musician before I got involved in the paranormal. Um, Pearl Jam and Goo Goo Dolls and Switchfoot, Our Lady Peace, bands like that. Thank you. Glad you like the book and music. Thank you, Monica. Oh, of course. Thank you for enjoying them and getting them. Not yet, but I'm looking into that for the audiobook. You can get it off Amazon, my books, just not the Kindle version yet. I just mail out the signed ones to in the U.S. You can get copies anywhere in the world, pretty much on Amazon. Yeah, everything signed that I do, I mail out in the U.S. because it's not crazy expensive. Thank you, Vicky. Oh, that's crazy, Sarah. God, drop my phone. It sounds good. Amnet Paranormal. Thank you, Monica. Same to you. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm probably gonna jump off here in a minute or two. Like whatever questions you guys want to ask me for a couple more minutes, because I need to get good rest tonight because I got an 8 hour drive tomorrow and this crazy ass 11-day investigating I'm gonna be doing live streaming with all you lovely people. Crazy adventure. Same to you, Sarah. Thank you again for the super chat. I hear stuff sometimes. Unfortunately, on and off, I heard someone say something about a nuclear bomb lately. On and off for a while, actually. I hope that's not a prediction and more about a spirit talking about World War II or something. But I hear stuff sometimes. Yeah, yeah. I am heading to Ohio. Gonna be living in a haunted house for 7 days straight, live streaming on here, and then another 4 days in another crazy evil place. And I'll be doing the exorcism ritual on the house. I will be making a poster of the drawings that were in my first book of what I saw: the horned creature shadow and the evil man all decomposed in the face in front of the house, talking about what we'll be doing. I'll post that as we get closer when I'm in Ohio. I'll be bringing my laptop with me, so I actually want Eric to look at my laptop to see how I can actually stream to do Q&As from my laptop instead of my phone. Oh, 50 plus years. Wow. You too, Laura. Yeah, me either. Mm-hmm. So, again, Thank you everyone who's donated, super chatted, all this stuff towards this trip. Very cool. B3 airspace. Really excited for this trip. See what happens. And thank you guys. And as we do all these live investigations on here throughout the week, really thank you that you guys share these videos out once we start investigating to people, for more people to see it. I'll try to do the same. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, thank you, everyone. Seriously. Everyone have a wonderful night. Be safe, and I will chat with you guys tomorrow at some point, I believe. I'll let you know that I'm there. Thank you, Robert. Appreciate it. Exactly. No problem, Mnet Paranormal. Thank you. Paranormal Explorer. Thank you. Beat Airspace. Yep. No, I'm gonna get good rest tonight and get the drive going tomorrow. All right, guys. Well, I will talk to you guys soon, and here we go. This crazy adventure on yet another one. Talk to you guys soon, guys. I'm so used to turning this off as if I'm doing Periscope.